We're welcome to Quiddcast, the first Quiddcast of 2023. We didn't do one
Whatever
for
year
the
this is.
holidays. We kept putting it off, and I'm still dragging. Work has been kicking my ass. I could say that much because for once in my career, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, that work has been kicking my ass too. And now my 2FA apparently isn't working. What the hell is happening?
Your 2FA with Quidd?
Now it just got 3 of them in a row because it just sat there and had to reset and then all came through at once. That was obnoxious.
I should copy this link. Copy. I'm gonna go post it in the I'll go do the announcement because why not? Oh, so how was your Christmas and how was everything? Yeah, look, Darkseid's here. It's a party now. We can get it started.
Hey, yeah, everybody's here.
Hey, we have 3 people right now. I know a lot of people were busy, so let me at everyone. Yeah, see, usually we have this more planned out. This is totally, I feel like it's last minute, even though it's not. Quiddcast live. No, hold on. Why is it not? There we go. Live, not love. And paste. And send now. There we go. Okay. There we go. We got it. It's posted in Discord. I kind of have myself together a little bit.
Do you?
I almost grabbed a drink. I almost grabbed a drink, and I don't really drink, but I almost grabbed a drink. So that should say it all. So how was your New Year's? Did you have a good New Year's? Did you have anything fun?
I don't even remember New Year's. I feel like it's already like 10 months into the new year, and so it's not a good thing. Totally been kicking my ass. What's the question? Don't make it hard because my brain hurts.
Oh, you have to think about this one. Okay. So the medium for the Celebrations channel, right?
Yeah.
Top 23, right?
I saw that.
Top 23.
If you're getting the same thing, but it's a 1 of 10 or something like that, I was like, how does that work?
Well,
I was reading that.
Yeah, but maybe it's the top 23 get a chance of a 10 card count award. But random,
I'm pretty sure that's not what I'm pretty sure, but I mean, who knows? Some new thing I'm unaware of. It could be. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. Things are crazy.
You already knew. It's like, oh, that was the joke today in the Discord, is that we're gonna make changes, and then it's like, oh, I was like, I'll do a Game of Thrones giveaway in the Discord. I think it was the top Tom's like, oh, but you have to change it a few times, like change it up, and I'm like, okay, so I'll do a trivia question, right? And I'll put a question, but I'll edit it every so often, and the only way you can win the prize is if you had the right answer on the question, but the question changes, so all the answers would make no sense.
I mean, that works. No one can really ever win it. It's just a never-ending can never end or win.
Yeah.
I mean, it will never end. I was confused myself, and I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I get it.
Give away like a song. Give away something crazy, and then nobody can ever win it. And it's like, look at us. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Create the hype. Create the hype, but being like, look at this item we're gonna give away that you could win, but you have to answer the question right, and it just always changes.
And no one ever wins it.
Nobody ever wins.
So we could make it some really major, huge award that we don't actually have because no one will.
Get a cast sign script or something like that, and like just advertise something really friggin' like this is really extreme. We're like, holy shit, that's crazy, and just nobody ever wins it, or you win it. It's like, oh, I won. Sorry, I didn't tell anybody.
We could do that. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
That's how we make decisions around here.
We'll just advertise that we've got one-on-one meeting or something. One of the stars of the show. Huge thing. Do you want to meet her? That's what you're gonna win if you answer this question. Won't ever stay the same.
What is that celebrity thing? That would actually be kind of cool. What's the thing? You can pay celebrities to do like greetings and stuff for you. What the hell is it?
Seen that? I can't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
I know Snoop's on there. Snoop Dogg's on there. There's a bunch of people on there. Gilbert Gottfried's on there. Well, was on there. But there's a lot of people that are on there, and they're be funny. You could do something like that. That'd actually be a really cool thing. Is you could win.
It would be.
And then you get their real, if they want to use their real name, or if they want to use their Quidd name, and you have them do like the personalized, cameo. That's what it is. See, Darkseid knows all of this shit. I don't know that. I don't like. Everybody's gonna hate me. Like, I don't really know much about Game of Thrones at all. I've never watched it. I'm gonna get booed.
Hey,
people are gonna boo me. People are probably booing me right now.
They're throwing tomatoes at you through the screen. You can't tell.
They're busting out shame bells. They're gonna shame me.
God, I hate the shame bells. The shame bells sucked. Just a whole thing. The time I saw the shame bells, like I quit. I'm done. Non-stop every time. Shame bell.
So for those who are unaware, the shame bell was something notoriously used in app. I actually bought one just so I could be one of the cool kids. I don't know if there's any on market. But the shame bell was something like in the newsfeed. In the newsfeed, you could go, and if people were mad at Quidd for anything, they didn't get an award to us in time. And when I say an award to us in time, I mean 30 days. If it'd been a month and you hadn't received your award, that's when people complain. Because back in the day, awards weren't just like instant. They were 30 days, 60 days. I think there's a Marvel award that took like 6 months for us to get. And
there was quite a few.
That's all that the news feed would be flooded with. That just be shame bells, and it got to the point to where we had to start like, we weren't necessarily suspending people, but we would basically do a temp suspension, because you can do like a 1 hour. It's like a timeout, basically, is what I'll call it. Yep. We do timeout for like an hour or two. And be like, you can't spam that, because they would spam it. There'd be 800 comments in there, and 400 of them would be shame bells.
It was like shame bell, shame bell. Shame bell, shame bell. It was ridiculous. Like, you could scroll through it. It was just nothing but shame bell stickers for sale right now. I just looked. 3. I wanted to literally go into the system and kill that sticker. I don't know what I could have done. Unpublish it.
I'm surprised they didn't.
Getting rid of it.
That would have been funny. People would have been mad. I'm trying to see, because I'll buy one if I can find one. I'll buy one. And I'll go. The newsfeed's back. I'll go in there. And I'll fill the newsfeed with shame bells.
It's on C phrases. That's the set it's in.
Well, I'm scared if I leave this page, it will like lag me. So I'm just peeping out the market.
Look, on your phone or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But then people can't do what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm trying to show people, like, look at all this great Game of Thrones stuff that we have on the app. We have these cool these are the ice effects.
Can you just search for shame? Maybe it'll pull it up.
Whoever is, it's like, if somebody's around, like, there's a one print in for $15.
Really?
I mean, like Game of Thrones, $15.
Oh, what is?
I mean, I don't know. Like, that doesn't seem like a popular guy.
Who? Which one?
This I don't know. It's like too fast.
Don't. It's Jorah. It's
It is
Jorah.
Jorah.
Sir Jorah Mort. And Jorah was a great guy. We all liked Jorah.
Let's talk about it. Tell me about this guy. What makes him so special? And the show's old. I don't care about spoilers. You could spoil anything for me. If anybody's worried about spoilers and you haven't seen Game of Thrones, tough shit. We have to provide content, so you could just mute it here, and then I'll scroll up or something, so you know, like, hey, more spoilers. What makes this guy so good?
Kind of a badass fighter, but he was also like Rest Targaryen's protector, I guess you'd say. From the start of the show, he was always like watching out for her, but he was like your dad, yet he was clearly like in love with the girl. One of those, like, he was her best friend, but she didn't see him that way.
He got a weird disease that turned him to stone. Is that right?
Yes, he did. That kills people, but he went to the Samuel Tarly, I think that's his freaking name. I can't even remember. Samwell cured him. But it usually killed people. It's like the first time anyone was ever cured of it. I don't recall. I can't remember. It's been a while. He had to like cut his skin off, basically. Peeled it off with knives. It was weird.
See, the more you talk about it, the more I'll be like, maybe I should go watch it.
It was a good show. Last season sucked. I'm going to stick with that. I don't care what it sucked. Period.
Because the other show I've been trying to, there's another show that I really wanted to watch. I never did, which is Vikings. Because Vikings look cool. Plus, I already knew the song. That's the intro song. And I'm like, oh shit, I want to watch this because it has this song in it. Like, I'm that kind of guy. Like, if there's a song that I like in a movie or in a show and it's used in the show, I'll watch it. I'll at least give it a chance. Just because I want to. They picked that song, so they have to be good at something, right?
Yeah, I liked Vikings. I watched the first season. I think I'm a couple seasons, but as always, it ended up just going off. I always do that with shows. They're like really, really good off the rails, and it's just not as good anymore. Yeah, that's probably with 1 and 2 because I loved Ragnar. He was like one of my favorites.
He's a badass.
And then
yeah,
he was pretty cool. He was so crazy. If you do one, this guy, like the way he talks and moves always reminded me of us. He just had this real weird thing about him, like his head movements. So he was weird. He had this whole thing going. He just seemed real waiting to strike at all times. He was like my favorite character. Lagertha, his wife. And of course Loki is great. What was the name? Ragnar's. I liked him a lot, and then I kind of didn't anymore. He got kind of crappy after a while. I can't remember his name now.
I literally watched 2 episodes and then was like,
Loki.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch Rick and Morty. Like, I like stupid ass humor. And some of those shows, like
Loki,
and that's where I'm always scared.
Why?
What is it? Smokey? You say
no? I said his name was Floki. I think not. I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I really liked him.
Like Loki.
Yeah, I was like, that sound quite right. I mean, it is similar, and they're both kind of like the whole. That's like the same, isn't it? Like they're in the same type of sphere. What am I looking for here? Like Thor and Loki is kind of the gods, maybe? I don't freaking know. Just ignore me. I don't
know. Yeah. You can say the wrong names, I wouldn't know. So,
I'll just make stuff up and I'll go with it. It was good. It was good. And
yeah,
if
I'll
you've
just go with
watched,
it because I don't know.
Sons of Anarchy, like Sons of Anarchy, but set in Viking era, which I loved Sons of Anarchy until the last episode, or the last episode. That was just crap. Yet another terrible show. Have you seen Anarchy?
No, I'm really bad at watching. Most of what I watch, like to be honest, I watch a lot of cartoons. I used to be really big into other shows. Like I watched all the CSIs, like the original Vegas, and then I started watching Miami, and then I watched New York when that came on, and then I was watching Criminal Minds. Like I used to watch all those, and then I always would catch myself being in like a shitty mood, like just like down. I'm like, no, it's because I'm watching all these shows of being murdered and shit. Like maybe I should wait. And so then this is fun true crime, and it was better because it's like, well, these people got caught. The show is just the show. It got annoying. Something got really annoying.
Oh, Sons is really,
Some of these
really good.
I'm scared to get into some of these shows though. Like I've wanted to watch Game of Thrones, but then I'm like, oh, look how long the episodes are, and there's this many seasons, and then if there's a cliffhanger, I'm gonna want to watch it. Telling you about Reacher. Like I watched Reacher, and every freaking episode on there had a damn cliffhanger, and I started watching it all. Put it on. It was like I don't know, 11. It's like 10 o'clock or 10:30 at night, and I'm like, awesome. I binged all of them. I go to bed until like 4 in the morning or something, but I couldn't stop watching it. That's my fear with all these. I'm like, I could watch them. It was really good. It's
Sons
really
of
well done.
Anarchy.
It's 10 times better than the damn movie.
Sons of Anarchy, though, I'll rave about that one up and down. It's a really good show, and it's brutal. I mean, but the lead character is like he's like just 8 steps ahead of everybody, and it makes it interesting because a lot of times you don't know what's going on, even though he does, but you catch up to it later. Is what he's been doing. But it's a really good show, really good show. If you like really brutal, like lots of murdery of show.
Murdery in a good way or a bad way, like vengeance, like you killed my brother, I'm gonna kill you type of thing, or like, hey, let's just kill these guys because we don't like them.
Yeah, no, it was kind of always like it's almost like gangs, but they were motorcycles. There was always some sort of crap going on, but my goodness, it gets rough. There's some parts in there that are just like, whoa, I'm still even thinking about because they were a little crazy. To watch Sons of Anarchy, I would know exactly what I mean when I talk, because the whole juice thing just like, holy crap, that was off the rails. It was a good show, though. I was very, very brutal. Someone told me Yellowstone is actually Sons of Anarchy, but set in the wild. I was like, okay. Lots of Sons of Anarchy references.
They probably could pick a base theme and they're like, we'll just stick with this. Let's do this, and then just make 10 different shows about it in different time periods.
Yeah. This works. This format, people seem to love this murdery blood type of stuff. So let's just do this. Code, the gang or whatever, the bikers, they had a code. Anybody outside that code? I mean, the first episode, I think it was the first episode. It's in the one, like if you try to leave the gang or the bike club, whatever club, whatever, but they get these back tattoos, like I guess whatever, they're a prospect. That's called prospects. But when they become full-fledged club, they have these back tattoos with the like logo and crap. But if they leave, kicked out or whatever, some guy did, and they ended up taking a blowtorch to his back because they have the patch anymore, or the like back piece. They just blowtorch back.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It was a little crazy. Yeah, Ron Perlman was Clay, the main guy on there for a while, or the head dude. But I mean, back to Game of Thrones, because that's what they're about.
This is our Game of Thrones episode. It's Game of Thrones week. Let us talk about other shows that have nothing to do with Game of Thrones because I can't stay on topic.
There were dragons. There were really cool Game of Thrones. Cool dragons.
Did you just try to explain to me what a dragon was?
No, I just said
there are these things called
cool
dragons in Game of Thrones.
No, I was just like, dragons on the show. They're really cool. I liked them.
The main thing I know about the dragons is that there is a limited, I think it's a San Diego Comic-Con. Darkside might know. There's a San Diego Comic-Con, I'm pretty sure, 3-pack of the dragons from Game of Thrones that was limited to the con, and that at one point was like one of the higher tier Funko items. I think the most expensive still is the headless Ned Stark. That's what it is.
You know, let me just say, the whole Ned Stark thing, that was so terrible. Ned Stark was my favorite character. Well, first season, but I mean the book, he was my favorite character for the first couple chapters. He didn't last long. It was like, whoa, what just happened? Because like the same thing that happened in the show obviously happened in the book. Shocker, you didn't really that happen, because on Game of Thrones you would just kill anybody. It didn't matter if they were your favorite or if you liked their lead character, they'd die. Everybody died.
That's kind of fucked up. That's your favorite character? Now we killed him. Oh, you like?
Yeah,
this person?
No, that's exactly it.
Favorite? Boom, dead. Cut his head off.
It was almost like this, just because you liked him. Oh, you like this one? Oh, we're gonna kill him. Cool. I mean,
that would be reading a book.
I remember. Well, yeah, I probably would think just to screw with people, but right. I remember when I was watching the show, hearing about the Red Wedding, going, "What the hell is this? Why is everybody so hung on wedding? Why am I seeing nothing but references to the Red Wedding everywhere? What is everybody wearing red? What's going on?" That was brutal too. The whole episode was just brutal. Of course, again, just gone. Just like that. Quite a few in one little.
If I ever made a show, that's what I would 100% do. And I would do it like I'd be the asshole of a writer that I'd be like, oh, this character in the first episode that's amazing, and just kill him right at the end for no reason.
Yeah,
it's like death, where it's like, what the hell are you doing?
You should do it like a book or whatever you're writing, so that they never feel safe. Never feel safe with the lead character, because they never know what you're going to do. You've already killed all kinds of people. So, I mean, it could happen. Like, start out with one main character, kill them at the end of the first chapter. Then next chapter's got another lead character and then in the middle. And then just, continue. And then by the 4th or 5th chapter, actual real main character, and everybody will be expected, just don't kill them, just to make everybody really confused.
Darkside got a Chris Hansen cameo.
That's the Predator guy.
Yeah, to catch a predator. Probably like, Darkside, I need to take a seat. What were you doing here? What are these wine coolers for, Darkside? You brought cookies too? What's going on here?
A pizza? You brought a pizza? Why'd you bring this pizza? Planning to do? What was this for?
You know what actually be really funny? If they had the wrong person and they started grilling somebody who was doing like DoorDash.
It showed up at the wrong time.
It showed with pizza and like 2 liter of soda and some breadsticks, and like, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm doing DoorDash. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Remember that set 1 through 25, 26? I don't remember. A later set?
where if you finished that, you got a certain award.
All I remember, I remember quite a few, but the first sets that were coming out were really good sets. I Battle of the Bastards was like favorite sets because that episode was just like absolutely epic episode. So that set was awesome. And then, but it seemed like for a while the sets were coming out based on like certain episodes. The whole set was just representative of one of the episodes because there's a red wedding. So that was pretty cool. But there was another death was always a huge deal. The first Beautiful Death.
Yeah.
Well, the first one sold out in probably it was insane. It was like gone so fast, and I think I got them all right when and then man, them things were worth like on the app. Like it was like top dollar at the time. You could basically you want it on the app for a Beautiful Death card. And it was of course before they
just one.
Exactly. And back then we were I mean, I guess I won't get in trouble or get banned right now, right? You're not I tell you that then.
No, I knew everybody did back in the day.
Tomorrow.
Well,
I had then I wasn't working for Quid, so I wasn't. I was. It was like I don't even remember when was that when Beautiful Death came out, or something. I don't. It seems like it was a while ago, but I a deal with a couple of people that were helping me pull, so that was kind of cool because I got a bunch of extra. So then I was able to like use those to finish sets.
Why'd you make it sound like you were doing? I did bad things. I had friends help me. Like, what the fuck is that? That's still allowed now. Like, what are you talking about?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't an allowed thing though. It was a cross train. We kind of were allowed to do that for a while. So
you would go get shit on like Tops or a different app.
Yeah, I would pull.
They would pull for you
on like Pinder, right? Like Beanie or the not Marvel View, but yeah, I guess it was Tops, the baseball one. That's Tops. right? Yeah. So I did pull
Tops Bunt.
Those two. I had like all of them, like Walking Dead, all the Tops apps, and we would just trade each other. But I had a couple people that helped me get extra Beautiful Death.
That's not terrible. I mean, I thought you were gonna be like, no, back in 2017, I had like 15 accounts.
No, I didn't have that. But
that's what I was waiting for. Like,
I probably would have if I could have, but no, I didn't have all that. But I remember when those dropped. And I remember on Quid back then it used to be like this high stressful event that would like it's just you were like preparing for like an hour ahead of time and messaging people, don't forget it's going to start, and then 5 minutes be there, and we'd be all sitting on that page at that exact second that it would drop, and then they were gone, and there was nothing you could do. I even remember just wishing I had more, but that first Beautiful Death set was in vain. And then there was the later set that had dragons in it that I remember. It had those like I don't know if it was all dragon set, maybe count. They were impossible to pull because 5,000 coins per pull, and the first couple were like maybe 100 to 50 count, maybe.
Was that the
and then the
set?
like probably yeah. It was like you couldn't think it was.
Hey, I'm actually surprised. It didn't like lag or drop or anything. I deleted a shit ton of files off my computer. This one, Mother Dragons, was it this? I know this set was money. Like if you could, because one of them, like the top dragon was.
It's probably
big because I used to buy.
Was that? That sounds about right. Trade. It probably was that set. It seems familiar. I have to go into it, but I don't know how bad it would make you lag. But like the couple of first super low count
Did that work?
Looks like
You're
it.
still there, right?
I think so.
Oh shit! Like you freaked me out. I thought.
Nope, not here.
So this would have been. This would have been. Let's see. If this was start edition at 2000, this would have been a 500 card count. This would have been 500 top.
I don't know if it was.
It's not
I
this
would.
one.
It might have been. I was gonna say I don't know that this. I remember what it was. All I know is it was ridiculous. If my app let me look. Am I going backwards? I think I'm going backwards.
Was it figures or stickers? Or like what was it?
They were
I have to find
figures.
it.
I'm looking too. They were figures, and it from dragons. I know it was like 3 dragons behind them. They did so many of the same ones, kind of. It seems like it was the first dragon, like pop figures.
This one? Oh, these are cool as shit. These.
That is it.
Is
It
it the
seems
anime that totally like broke?
maybe it sounds about right. I mean,
I'm gonna click it. That's not bad. Look at that.
what are our
1600 4th edition. This might be it. So that would be 1600, 800, 400, 200 card count. These are 200 each.
Yep.
I mean, these were like the dragons are rare, and then like she was like, so if you own these, you're almost guaranteed not to get a dragon.
Oh yeah, and I get like 20,000 coins per pack, and there was only a figure in each pack, like one, if I'm not completely remembering wrong. And they were so hard to get. I mean, I couldn't pull them. I didn't have that kind of money. It just wasn't gonna. And if you pulled, I think the last one in the set was.
That's expensive. They were 175,000 coins back when they released.
Even yeah, I was saying 25,000, but that's way more. And it was like one per pack, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
so it was like
it was a single.
So, and I think Daenerys was higher than these guys. So most of the time you were her. But this set, because at the time when this dropped, I was stationist, so I was still like completely freaking out about finishing. So I traded a VSA for this whole set.
That's not terrible if it's all in first edition, but I mean, because there's like no first editions listed. I mean, you've seen the one dragon that was listed was $100. Granted, it's a single digit. Well, maybe I should sort it. If it works. Either this shit's broken. Let's see. Yeah, these are 2,400. So they were the dragons were 200, and then this is 2,400. So you're almost always guaranteed to get her.
Exactly. Yeah, I got her. I traded, I think, for her, and I had to. There was no way I was going to pull those dragons. I didn't have the money, so I had to trade for it. And the only thing that I had, the only get the whole set was to trade the VSA. And now I'm like, why did I do that? That was like the only VSA I traded.
Do you regret that? Do you regret that?
I kind of do. I kind of want my VSA back. Give me my VSA. Back.
Hold on, let's see. So you got a set. Let's price it out. So $15. 5, so you're at 50. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. VSA, I think the cheapest first. Right. Well, no, how much is the VSA? They're not too bad, right? They're like $100. No, I think it's fair. That's a fair trade. I'd say that's a fair trade. You did good. Because most of these
like a good trade.
No, it still is. Like even if you were to rebuy the VSA, you'd probably spend about the same as if you were to buy a full set of these. Because the dragons look like they're about $20 each. So 20, 40, 60, and then you would probably get hers, so call it $5. It's like 65. And I mean, like I bought my VSA for $50. So that's I would say it's a good trade. Plus, you got the dragons. I mean, you like this set, and you were completionist, so it makes sense. To put it in perspective, though, like
Yeah, I was
coins were not cheap back then. I don't think they had. I think they didn't have VIP levels when this came out. I think $20 only got you like 600,000 coins or something like that. It wasn't that much. I have a screenshot somewhere in my phone of what the original coin deals were, but it wasn't that much for $20. You may I want to say it was like 650. I know it wasn't a million. It was either 650 or it was worse. It was like 475 or something. But it's really bad. So like to pull these, people put in money into the app. Granted, there were deals you could do to get coins.
Yeah, I did lots of those.
Did you do Tapjoy?
But
I did a lot of Tapjoy. That's how I got most of my coins.
I did Tapjoy and Fiber. I did Tapjoy before we got Fiber or went to Fiber. I mean, Tapjoy was like
I
used it way too much. I have way too much, or way too much from Tapjoy. It was ridiculous.
I did like 3 or 4 different.
I think I did my
Hulu.
I did the DNA, that DNA testing at 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2 something, and me. 1, 2, 3 and me.
Oh,
I don't know. The DNA thing. I did that.
Me?
Yeah, that one.
23. 23.
Whatever. I can't remember in a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot. I had with a bunch
so
of
many razors.
Yeah, I have a whole. Yeah, and I'm stocked. I'm probably stocked for life because I ended up signing up for like 2 of them, and they would always do those coin deals where it's like 6 times. I played that stupid ass Final Fantasy game that you got like that one paid out the most because at the time it was like I think there's one of them where it was like 6 times and you got like 7 million coins and I'm like, oh, I have to do this one.
By the time that those came around, I had already done everything. Sucked.
Oh, so you didn't know how to finesse the Tapjoy support then. See, that's where you missed out. You just have to be like, I downloaded this new. I don't know what you're talking about. It didn't give it to me. Or
no, I never did that.
Or if you want to talk about not doing good things, Quidd support has not always been the best. And I emailed support one time. I was like, hey, this shit never paid me out. Here's all the proof that I did it, and they paid me the coins. Even though I'd done the offer before, but it showed up on my wall. So I'm like, here's a screenshot of it showing up on my wall. I just paid to complete this to get these coins. If they would have checked, then like, you already did this, and like, you guys, because there was no link, and that was one of the things people didn't understand. Is I forgot who the support was. All I know is like they were super nice. I'm not trying to like bad talk any of the support back then because it was actual staff. They were like super nice to me. It was
yeah. They had to go through. You had to message Joy to get support through them because Quid generally didn't pay coins. They'd make you go through Tapjoy, but a couple of different times gave me the coins because I couldn't get Tapjoy to work with me because they were always difficult. So it was probably Megan or Steph.
See, I don't really like these, but this set right here, I like the they like this. This is a really cool set. Personally, I like these.
There's a lot of really cool sets in games. There's not just. There's a lot. You're like cutting out really bad for me. Are you still there? Okay, I can't hear anything you're saying. Maybe you should stop looking at things on the app because apparently it just makes you go away.
There. I left that page. That was a good page.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Like completely just.
I was done. I seen it.
Don't do that again.
I read bar and I'm like, I'm not doing that shit again. I tried to spin it around. I'm like, I'm gonna flip this card.
Do that.
See, hey, I got way ahead of myself and thinking I'm like, shit, my connection's good, cleared up all this space. I can click on the damn website.
No,
But
you got too cocky. Now, see, that's what happens.
I got really
You almost got
cocky. I tried to
live
spin the
stream.
card. It would be you.
That's just wrong.
I don't know if she'd do. Not to sound bad. I think she'd be like, "Well, guys, we're done. I'm going to bed."
Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Be like, all right, I'm out. He left. I'm gone. Not self. Nope. There was like a lot of really cool sets in Game of Thrones.
Who was this a direct license with HBO? This is an HBO license, right?
So.
This wasn't through somebody. Yeah, the back. I'm not clicking on it again. This shit. I'm freezing up. Back of the cards at HBO. You can see that because it's frozen.
There was Red Wedding. Yes, went past Red Wedding. Right there, the Red Wedding.
Like these are nice Crazy cards. Episode.
Oh yeah, all of them are.
Hey, look, I have one. Probably got it from a free pack.
Look at that. Probably.
I always did that. I would go and open up my free packs. You always had to make sure open up the free packs.
Now we had a lot back then.
Well, yeah, you had the free packs, and then the really liked is if you didn't have enough coins to buy a pack, you'd be like, shit, I can't do this drop because I only have 10,000 coins or something, which happened to me a few times like when I first started. And then they had the different draws. You could do a 3-draw or a 5-draw. The 5-draw had better odds, but maybe you didn't have enough for a 5-draw. So I miss those.
Free packs were, they were definitely exactly. Well, and it was a lot easier to get stuff through trading too, because it didn't collect the channel would put, and then they'd put it out there for whatever they needed, which being always had everything. So I was able to always trade for whatever I didn't get, pulling packs or whatever. I had to finish quite a few sets just by I didn't have the coins to buy them or whatever.
I saw a lot of it.
That was before.
I had to do that. I had to do that. Because when you started new back then, you would have some people who would help you out. I don't want to knock anybody because there were people who helped me out when I first started. But then you also had the opposite side of that. You had the people who take advantage or attempt to take advantage of you for bringing brand new. So they'd be like, oh, those one prints, oh, they're okay. I'll give you these 3 cards for that one. And if you're new, you're like, that's a pretty good deal. I've collected. So I knew I don't want to say stupid enough, but I wasn't naive enough to fall for that, because if you haven't collected, it's hard to know what the value of a number 1 print was back then. And ranking was serious business for a lot of people.
Well, and for a while though, there was no value ranking. We didn't introduce that at the beginning. That was the set. It was transporter fail when ranking was introduced. Whatever date that and far was in the number 1 spot, I think. For that, I have no idea. But so I loved it. People were trading for they'd pull a free pack and be trading something. It was because then I could go in and offer them a crap that they needed, because I just find out what they collected and then just try to fill in a bunch of their needs. It's a really easy trade for me because it had extras, so it was easy to and then to get whatever I needed.
That's what gallery with the gallery 1 print that I ended up pulling, I got so much for because the person really liked the art and the artist. And so who was the gallery collector back then? I want to say it was Word Songs, but I could be wrong on the name. But they offered me a whole bunch, and that's actually how I got I know I traded them because my Beautiful Death that I have is probably a 2nd edition. But they threw in 2 Beautiful Death 1st editions into this trade to sweeten the pot because they wanted it that bad. I'm like, I'll take it. You could give me less than this, but I'll take all this stuff. This is awesome. Or I did channel swaps before. I swapped everything I had in Star Trek for somebody's full Bob Burgers collection. It's the largest trade I'd ever done. Because nobody wanted to trade for the stuff I had in Trek, and I'm like, I'm not. Screw it. This guy said we could do a channel swap. I'm all for it. No
I
regrets.
made some pretty big trades.
No regrets at all.
Those big trades would start lagging stuff, and you weren't go through. And what was it? I got scammed one time, like way back in the day on a Bob's. It was oh God, I can't remember. It was maybe it was one of the really hard sets. It seems like it was a holiday set. I don't know, but in the trade you could like change it, and if you didn't the like text portion where it told you, like, if you didn't see that something had been swapped out, you wouldn't necessarily notice. And I lost a card that.
Hey, at least it wasn't your suspect one.
True.
I would cry.
I cry myself. That would suck. Hey, I still have quite a few beautiful deaths. Nice. All right. Season 1. First set. I have some of each one, so I guess it all hasn't failed.
I have.
Those are such pretty cards.
Look, it's edition.
I have all first editions. I don't think I have any of the higher editions. I don't think. I mean, I might. Who knows? So
you should be one of the cool kids and get one of each edition.
Yeah, I wanted to do that with the not the VSG, because they put out that 4th edition on Acts 2 or 3 where I wanted one of each edition, but I could never get the person, the people, whatever, to trade them, or what was trading, but then I think.
Well,
I tried.
There's only one. There's only one 4th edition in circulation. The other one's in a banned account. And I don't know if the other one is known. Like, I don't think it's like a user that's known. I think it's probably somebody who pulled it and didn't know that. That's one of the things that always sucks with like people who come on here and they'll start the app, they'll open packs, they'll pull some cool shit, especially like the older stuff for the people who came here. You're like, oh, cool. They're used to spending. Like, they were on Tops and spent. They came over here and they buy like mega packs and they pull these rare item packs. And like, these people haven't been back. There's items that I found in accounts. It took almost a year or two to find, and they were never on the app again. They literally didn't have any complete sets. They just had random cards. And I'm like, well, that's fucking awesome.
Now I feel like I have to go.
For what?
I need to go find out. I want to know who has it. Who
that's
has
cheating.
it?
You have to do it the hard way. You have to go through and search, and you have to make a spreadsheet, and you have to track. And like what I had to do with this Rick and Morty stuff is go through and you find out who completed sets. And when you couldn't find everybody in the previous sets, you went to the set before that. And then you're like, okay, if they have this one card, I swear I'm never going to finish the damn channel. These people are all gone. Or maybe I need to offer more money or something. I have no idea.
What channel?
Rick and Morty. It's the vein of my existence.
What are you looking for?
The hardest set to exist, that stupid red snowfall set. I know who owns all the cards I need. It took me a good amount of time to track them all down, but some of them I know will never sell because they're Rick and Morty collectors, and I think they bought them aftermarket. I'm missing 4.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
4 items. 4 items from 100% completion of Rick and Morty.
That's terrible.
That's fine. It's fine.
It's terrible.
Okay. I'm fine. I'm okay.
You sound unhappy. Like you're gonna go off the call.
No.
Oh, I bet.
No. I'll go put on a movie. I'll get my box of Kleenex and my popcorn.
Cry in your popcorn.
By the way, I ate all my popcorn. Darkside sent popcorn to me, and I ate it all.
Oh,
This caramel popcorn is delicious.
sounds
And
really
I
good.
ate it. It was really good. That was part. That was kind of my lunch today.
Sounds yummy.
I'm one card short from Five Nights at Freddy's. I bet you it's the award. That was a 50 card count. There's like a low card count award in there.
Which one? Five Nights at Freddy's? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I'm reading the chat. Trance is one card short from finishing. I finished one of my main channels. That's important. I haven't tried your meat yet. Sorry. I wanna make sure I have the right setting. You know, I have to set the mood. A nice glass of wine.
For Darkside.
Yeah. It's salty meat too. So I mean.
All right, that's enough.
You're like, well, this is one from PG to PG-13, close to R.
To really stray. Now I feel like I need to go finish Five Nights at Freddy's. Every time I'm on a call or we talk about stuff, I'm like, dang it, I had that finished at one time.
Yeah, I commend anybody back in the day who were completionists like Schmitty. Schmitty like literally had everything.
Well, I was all complete until whenever.
Hyper strikes is when they started doing hyper strikes. A lot of people off. That pissed me. I actually almost quit.
Yeah.
I almost quit, and that was because we were all. I remember we were mods, and when those came out, they were like $40 or $50 for the set. And then Adventure Time did that stupid ass award, and the set was like $100. I'm like, I'm not spending. I can't justify spending $100 on one set. And here I am chasing. I do these damn chases like the identity chase, and it's like I couldn't spend $100 on a set. I spent $500 plus on this damn chase. This is a great investment of my time and money.
Yeah, that's about when I
got a 101 out of it.
Collecting. Collecting is with hyper strikes. I couldn't fight that.
How did they not? And the thing that's crazy is I think all those hyper strike sets are sold out. There were some people though that were really generous. They bought, I forgot who it was, but somebody bought a bunch of sets and then was trading them to like help people out. That like you had to have decent stuff, but they were trading them off to get like lows and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't person. Was not lucky enough for all that.
It was in Rick and Morty. If you didn't collect Rick and Morty, that's probably why.
I collected.
If you gave up on,
Rick and Morty, but until the hyper strikes.
Remember you could pull them in packs. I pulled one in a pack, and then I was like, okay, there's no way I'm paying for all these. I'm just gonna keep swapping this one to help other people finish, and so that's literally what I was doing. I put mine up for trade. You had to offer. It was Zombie Girl. I think you're right. You had to offer something from the same set. It was one of my favorite Hyper Strike sets, which is the One True Morty set. I really like the design of it. I wish those existed in real life because I would totally try to buy those. I pulled one out of a pack, and then I just kept swapping it so other people could complete. Be like, if you need this card, just give me one of your dupes. You have one. But they were like, I think that tapped me out. I think I spent all my coins trying to pull that shit. And then they dropped Adventure Time, and then they did Morty ones, and there's not like just one set. There's like 4, some stupid shit like that. And then Steven Universe had them. Like, I can't do this.
Just can't do this.
It was well. The thing that's funny, I felt bad. I laughed, but I felt bad. Though I laughed a lot more. Is all these people who did so much for the Adventure Time puzzle set, and then all of a sudden, what's Quid do? Hey, finish this holographic puzzle 300,000 card count. It's really cheap, and it's an all who complete award. And so I'm like, oh, I can get my puzzle that way.
Yeah, that works. It got really, really hard there at the end when I stopped collecting. Things were just getting control. So when everything started going really, really low count, well, and everything count super hard to pull.
The thing that's funny is like the money doesn't bother me as much now because you could earn it. Back then you couldn't. Like it was your cash. Nobody was giving you cash. So it's different because like when back then if you collected, you're like, okay, I can purge some channels out and just sell that. Like if that was something we were able to do, it would have been an easier transition into them trying to do cash. But after they did that, it's like that's when my kids stopped, honestly, because I mean I had my kids playing too, and that's when they both stopped. Is after Hyper Strikes hit, they were just discouraged. They're like, I don't want to play anymore.
Well, yeah, that's FNAF. My kids were collecting FNAF, and then when they hit, it was instead that kind of killed it, the 3D racers or final 3D. It was like a couple of sets there right together, but the R3D set was like really hard, and then the 3D racers were really hard and so expensive that I couldn't afford to complete to help them, and when we all kind of stopped collecting that channel.
You actually went. I went to go look at sales. You actually went and you're like, oh shit, I should go buy these. You went and bought 5 Nights at Freddy's stuff.
I did. I finished like 3 sets. I was just missing like 1 in each set. So
that's really funny.
That's about where I stopped. I was all completed up until the pizza simulator. I think
anything I have that you need. I mean, I opened them because I think my son collected them. I don't really know. I have some stuff. There's the only thing I won't. I think I have Nightmare Bonnie. Somebody had a Nightmare Bonnie. You know that award? Remember when that was big to have? Like if you had that, you could trade pretty well for it because people just like rares at one point.
Yeah,
I picked one of those up for like $5.
I don't remember where that is. That one and that was real big for a while. Was like the little TV? Remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the Nightmare Bonnie. I think it was like an 800, if I'm not mistaken. That sounds about right. Yeah, the Lolbit 3D pop.
How much are they?
Only be
I'm assuming you have one.
During New York. I have 3.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you have like these?
There's none. Well, no, wait, hold on. There might be some for sale. Because there's some for sale.
How much are they? Like 15, 20 bucks?
Let me see what the lowest is. Lowest is $8.
$8?
Yeah.
What's the card count on that? You said, what is that, 750, 600?
It's count. But there's only...
how many in circulation?
There's plenty of 1,200, so I mean out there, but man, it was...
How many are in dead accounts or alts?
I don't know.
That's the real question.
Exactly.
That's always the big question. That's what always. And then you find out a user who has it, and to check. Obviously, you go and try to search their profile. If you go to search their name and it doesn't show up, and you're like, they're fucking banned. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Spider and see if I can convince them I'm banned and to buy their stuff.
The Night Mystery Mini Award. It was an 844 count. I was wrong because I just found it. 844 count. It was really hard to get. I've got 4 of those.
Of course you. How? Like what? Cheating.
I have no idea.
I'm going with cheating. Cheater.
Yep, I just was a huge cheater. I was always cheating, just cheated. I think I traded probably for a bunch back in the day.
You remember when they did what is it? They did the LOL bit, and they did the damn, was it a mystery mini? They did a mystery mini, and people tried to scam people. They would put that up and try to trick it that it was one of the other ones, and I'm like, that's some bullshit. Oh, there's one for $8.
I remember that.
It's sold. See, there's still sold listings. That one that's $8 sold in 2021.
Oh wow, seriously? What the hell?
Yeah.
So, are there any other ones out there?
There's one for $12.
Yeah, $12 is the cheapest. That's lame. Why is it still sitting?
$13.
That is ridiculous. It's still
there. So we all want to know. Question of the day: why are these old expired listings still there? That's what the chat wants to know. That's what I want to know. That's what people.
But I mean, it's like,
know. Why does that still happen?
A year and a half ago, and if it had sold like maybe yesterday, but a year and a half back. Yeah.
Welcome to our life.
This was my favorite channel for a long time. It was really, really hard to get. Like if you come in now and you wanted to do any of these, that one was the Halloween one.
Oh shit.
Like collector's editions. Chica Glow.
I can't. I was gonna remove it, but I can't remove it.
What? What can't you remove?
I'm gonna remove that listing, but I can't.
Not.
I think. Hold on. I can maybe. I have to go somewhere else. I'm in the set screen. Set screen's weird because on Android it's updated. So I have to go find it. Where the hell's it at? I did print count. That's the wrong thing. I need to do price. Oh, you can?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
I mean, I hope. Let me see. Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. There we go.
That one's not there to fool people anymore.
So the whole aftermarket thing, and it's kind of, I've heard both sides, and one of the sides, and it makes sense, is that the reason they like to have the aftermarket up is mainly when these recollects happen. When these recollects happen, it gives us a chance to buy items that may be still listed at 10 cents or 15 cents that are old. Whereas if they purge everything, we already know what's going to happen. People who have multiples will take advantage of those who basically don't and have to go complete the checklist right away, and they overspend on it until the prices come down, because there's large collectors. Most of us know that. But when they start listing, like Marie Schrader, I think is her name. She has a bunch of Game of Thrones. If you wait for her to start listing, she usually lists everything at a really good price, like 15, 25 cents, 50 cents, or whatever it is. But then you'll see other people who go try to sweep all those. I've seen that happen before in checklists. They'll sweep everything and try to push it up. It's like, well, there's other people who have like 20, 30 of these items. So you better have money, because they're going to start making you pay premium.
I've been trying every time we had a checklist. I've been trying to go, and if I see something's too expensive or like is just ridiculously priced, and there's only like a couple of them, and I have like certain lists, like 4 or 5 of them just really cheap. I
usually try to reach out to people. I do that sometimes, but I'm kind of an asshole, because like if you did a Steven Universe checklist and I had like 20 of the items, I probably wouldn't list any of them, because I'm like, no, I need all 20 of those. I can't have less than 20. And then somebody's like, but look, it's sold for like $5. I'm like, nah, I valued it more than that, though. I don't want to lose money.
I'd do that probably with Track. That's with Track.
I don't know. See, that's the thing is, well, no, they flipped that on. That is actually a pretty good point, because you get a notification. I think the default is on. If you get a notification for something that sells, and you're an old user and those listings are up, and you see your item sold, you might go back to the app to check in to see how much is sold.
Yeah, but then that never make any. Well, that makes sense. But then ones that are sold already that are just sitting there. Why are those not going away?
I think that's you remember there was a what was it? It was in I think it was right before burning or something. There was like a bug where everything that had been sold in a certain period would just show up. And I see this sometimes where like random shit shows up, and usually if I see it on market and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy that, and I click it and it's sold, I remove them. Yeah, I missed the 10
I should be doing that, but I'm not on there. See, now this
I'm on here too.
Jon Snow in the easy checklist for Game of Thrones. Why are these $2? Why the cheapest one is like $2?
Which Jon Snow is it?
It's ace card. It's a million count. Why is it? I don't understand.
Is it from? Tell me the set it's in. I might have a bunch.
Why do
like
you? I have 20. I have 20 of them, so probably put some of them out there.
That's what we did with the Atari.
Which is what I'll probably do.
On OpenSea, people were trying to sell stuff for like $15, $20, and so myself and JD and Kid Cutter, we started minting because Tim asked me, he's like, "Why the hell are you minting all this stuff all of a sudden?" I said, "Because it's selling. Why the hell not?" We were trying to bring the floor down because I was like, "That's way too high." Like I'll be honest, even like what we sold for, it's like that's realistic. Like you guys could come and at. That's why I don't know if you've seen. I put a tweet out there to Mochaverse, which is the Animoca. Have that thing going on with Animoca, where if you buy these certain things, you could get into like a whitelist for a drop or something like that. And I was like, hey, come over to Quid. You can buy these for 50 cents. It costs $3 to mint. You could save money. And then after that, I'm like, well, it's out there. So if they don't want to come to the app, at least the knowledge is out there. So I didn't feel so bad selling.
But yeah.
I made like $275, which is crazy for items that on Quid sell for like 25 cents. If that, they sit there. There's like 100 in the market. And there's a lot of people who were doing that. They were trying to go out there, and then people floored it out, and then some people were losing money.
Well, I'm just completing Game of Thrones checklists now.
Are you going for the physical? I didn't do the other two because since I don't know the show that much, I don't want to take away from like I'd feel really bad if I won, never having seen the show.
I can't ever go for the physical, so I just am completing the easy one.
I'll send you a drive. I'll put that in your stack of stuff that I'm supposed to send you that I've been promising you for 2 years. I have this thing, the sigil, the middle one. I don't know what the hell it is. I have a USB flash drive with that. This I don't know what that is.
It's House Stark.
Yeah, I have that. It literally is shaped like that, but it's a flash drive. It's not big. It's like 4 gigs, but it's this little flash drive.
It's a
I also have some.
A dire
I have
Just say it. It's
I have a SpongeBob one like that. I have a Hello Kitty one like that.
You know what I have?
I don't know.
You know what I have? You know what I have?
Nothing.
I have a cut off thumb drive.
That's pretty cool though.
It was like from one of what was it called? I don't know if it was like called Dead End. It was a movie. Maybe it was Wrong Turn 3, and it was like this thumb that had been like cut off as like a bone, and that's where the little thumb drive like plug-in is, and it's like bloody thumb. It's pretty cool, and it's a thumb drive, so it makes it even cooler because it's punny too. Yes.
I wonder if I can make one. That'd be easy to make.
Maybe.
Yeah, we still have to figure out. As you know, I have a bunch. I have a bunch of random shit. I don't know if I know I've never sent you pictures like just random shit. A lot of it's to brands we have, even if it's not. But again, if Michael or somebody wants to agree to pay, and I'm not like pay for shipping and stuff, like I'll give shit away. I just don't want to pay for shipping. And if you guys use like a shipping company, you could literally Just send everything to you. That works.
Just send it all to me.
Done.
And whatever I don't want, we can give them.
You're gonna get 2 20-gallon totes full of shit.
I'm okay with that. It'll be
Brand new.
like Christmas.
What do I have? Let's see. I have you like Harry Potter? I think I have a backpack for every Harry Potter house.
Okay. Do not like Harry Potter. Why does that sound so weird? Is that anyway? Yeah. So I would give those away, but
Okay. I have some
anything
Game of
else?
Thrones stuff. I think I showed you. I have like the Game of Thrones. I have a figure. I have that flash drive. I have a bunch of Trek stuff. I showed you the one thing where I'm like, I don't know what this is for, and it was well, it's a movie prop replica of the insignia that goes on the shirt. I forgot who it was though.
That's awesome. It probably was Spock or something like that. You had
Buffy
Spock stuff too, I think.
I have a really cool. It's. I have to send it. It pisses me off because I keep forgetting. I have a Buffy bookmark, but it's wooden, and bookmarks to me are really cool. But like seeing a wooden bookmark is just really neat. It's different.
And I read a lot. It's perfect.
I know. That's what I was like when I think I told you that when I first got it back in like 2019.
I think I remember this because I remember the bookmark. Think, why do I not have it?
It was back when I shared everything that I bought. I'd be like, oh, here's all this stupid shit that I don't know what I'm gonna do with and I don't like. It's not necessarily that I don't like, if it can go to somebody who will appreciate it more, I'd rather that happen. Darkside's the same way, I know that. You sent me some snacks.
It's like you could just there should be like a later pile in your wherever, somewhere in your room. It's just, a hamper full of all the things that you have to send to me. You should just make it a Spider month and send me something every day, just because, just.
I have special. What did I find the other day? Somebody needed a lunch bag, and I found I have an X-Files lunch bag that it's
nice.
It looks like a lunch sack, like a brown paper sack. It's like an evidence sack. It's actually pretty funny.
That sounds really cool too. I love that too. See, throw it in my pile. That's awesome.
I have X-Files pencils. I have replica badges. I have replica badges from the hell's that movie? Fifth Element. I have a replica badge from that. I have a bunch of this random stuff.
Yeah,
what else do I have? Seriously, I'll have to send a picture because we could do physical giveaways. It's just shipping. I don't want to mess with shipping. I don't mind shipping out because I have supplies and stuff. I don't want to pay for shipping.
I'll pay for the shipping with Michael's credit card. So if we're giving away stuff,
hey, you know what? Listen, and if Michael sees these random charges on him, just tell him to ignore it. Like there's a couple. I have to get myself something nice.
Michael will not pay anything. What'll happen is John, who's in charge of all the finances, will be, what is this charge? What for? What happened here? Where did it come from? Because he's the one that has to track all that down. Michael doesn't really pay any attention because it's like
it'll be like, well, what they did is for marketing, right? Marketing. What they did is they had a stream on Quiddcast where they sent pizza to everybody who's on the Quiddcast, and they had a pizza party. Like a virtual pizza party where everybody that was on here got a pizza. And that's his big push, right? Is everybody gets pizza.
Such a cool idea. Like if we could do, like say in this new celebration, like an international
that'd be really
pizza day. And there was a sticker set of pizza on here. I don't know. There is. I know there are people talking about, well, there's like roof pizza from Bad. And there's like other like little animators from like probably like Adventure Gumball or one of those, but I'm talking to like international pizza day set, like with all the different types of pizza, and we're opening the packs, then also sending pizzas to people. So that would be like a gift kit to like Pizza Hut or something. They did when you were little and you had to read pizza and you have to read books and then you get your own personal.
You get the pins and you got the little stickers. Yeah, I think I still have. It was the Book It Club.
Well, or you could get like the free personal pan pizza at after you read
Yep.
so many books.
What's your grades? Well, you could do that and with grades. My mom worked at Pizza Hut for 20 years, so like I know all that shit very, very well. Because I would have like 20 buttons, and I would just go and she'd give me the stickers and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Me and my friends are gonna eat good. We're gonna go get personal pan pizzas. Hey, take this booklet. We're gonna go to our final stamp. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I got the
That's
times.
funny.
I think I don't even think I like because I was reading. I was always a dork. I read so much. I was like way ahead of everybody else in the class. The teachers gave me my own special list, just reading way too fast.
I read a lot, and then a teacher did something, and then I stopped reading. Like literally, a teacher made me hate reading. So then I was like,
not good. How did that happen?
I don't know. I haven't read an actual book in years. Like years. Like
That's
20
sad.
plus years. I haven't read an actual book. I read articles and stuff all the time, or like scientific research papers. Like I read studies. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not like somebody who's like, you don't read anything. Like I actually read studies or like system manuals and stuff like that. But like an actual book to sit down and enjoy, you know, perfect night, right? You have the smell of rain, you have that petrichor, you have that, you have like a glass of wine, you have a fire going, and then you're just like in your chair with a book.
No glass of wine. You need hot. That is the perfect accompaniment.
No,
yes.
I want to.
Yes.
I want to. No,
wine is gross. Gross. No.
Wine is gross. What the hell's wrong with you?
Wine is gross. Give me that. I don't need wine.
Are you serious right now? Wine is gross.
Wine is
gross. What do you mean? Wine is gross.
I hate wine. It's just.
What kind of wine have you had?
Every single kind I could find to try because I was determined.
So in your hold on,
good.
Let's back up here. Spyder in her village, because there's not even a large enough population to call it a town, had every wine she could find in her village, which is probably like 3.
Here's the thing: Midwest, small town. There's 2 liquor stores. Okay, the whole main street is when we have 2 liquor stores. So we have a lot of wine.
That's awesome. Yeah, you need wine that costs more than $6. Exactly. Wine is better. Or if
the local store, and we had a whole wine select, and there are more than $6. I took them from the cheapest to the most expensive. All sucked. I then did the international bobber, where you put in what you like, blah blah blah, and they are like 4 bottles. Disgusting, and more disgusting. I tried. They're gross. They're just gross.
Okay, did you try?
I don't want anything that's tea. It's got like notes of bark in it. Gross. I mean, what the? Why would you want to drink that?
Okay. Hold on.
They're gross.
No. Did you have a red or a white? Do you at least know that much, or you're just like, it's wine? It all tastes the same.
I tried pink too. All gross.
Oh, you tried a pink Moscato, most likely?
I don't know. I tried Moscatos, kinds, every kind. I tried all the kinds. Because everybody I said, I hate wine. Oh, no, you got to try this kind. You got to try the white, and you got to try this. Oh, Chardonnays, Moscatos, whatever they are.
That right there, for some reason, just put the image of Squidward in my head where he's trying to blow the bubble, and SpongeBob is like, no, technique. That your little rant right there, that's what it reminded me of.
They suck. They're gross.
No wonder. Damn.
I don't care what you say.
Yeah, send her wine. Send her all the wine. This wine tastes like
gross. It did. It does. One did. It was like, why would I want this? Who intentionally drinks this bark tasting for dirt and bark? It's like undertones or whatever of bark. Why are you on the tree? Why do I need to drink that? No. Beer. I'm good. A beer. I'm happy. Wine's gross. And
let me get this
change
wheat.
My mind.
Just give me all this wheat juice. Hard liquor.
Like,
let's just go there.
Wine is gross. changed my mind.
What are you, Steven Crowder now?
Yes. I've had hard liquor. I'm okay with a lot of hard liquor. I'm fine with
Come on,
it.
it's Spider. She lives in the Midwest. Of course she drinks hard liquor. The question
Beer
is
not gross. Beer, I've been here since I was 8 years. It's not gross to me.
that's see, Lexi,
I can
that's
drink
the
it like
issue.
water.
She's been drinking it since she was 8. So she doesn't know any better, because think of an 8-year-old. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, and she just kind of went with it.
I learned how to tap a keg. I was like, I was
So
beer's
did
good. I
I.
like beer.
My parents used to have parties all the time. So yeah, I know that.
My step was a fisherman. It pulled bass fishing clubs, and so we were always out camping every week. I was the official beer girl. I had to get everybody their beer.
I always felt like when I was a kid, I always felt cool with it. Like when your parents or like your uncles or somebody's like, "Hey, can you get me a beer?" Like I always felt cool. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go get you a beer. I'm gonna
Well, that's what
I'm gonna
started
get everybody beer.
drinking.
Pour the beer.
Drinking when I was 8 because I was getting beer, so I was just like, "Hey, stuff."
You tasted it and you liked it?
No, Paps, no.
PBR.
No, my stepdad was a diehard Busch beer fan. That was his only beer he would drink was Busch. Since we live where like Anheuser, Busch, like it's literally that's like everybody in the area drinks because it's like the factory thing, brewery, whatever the hell you call them. It's like St. Louis, and one of those stupid. I just want to make a point to say the Clydesdales suck, but so
I hate
Busch.
wine. The Clydesdales suck. I'm like, the Clydesdales are the best thing.
They're really pretty, but they bite.
Well, yeah.
It hurt. I was
What were you
a
trying to
kid.
do?
It sucked.
You're
Nose, and it bit my hand. That's probably what it thought my hand was. And it tried to eat it.
Like,
it sucked.
Yeah.
At the Busch Gardens, that's where they had beautiful, beautiful horses, but it bit me bad. But then I just stick with Bud. I drink Bud, not PBR. You get like you would totally be so trash talked if you were drinking PBR around here. It would not.
I think everybody's trash talk for drinking PBR.
So then I was being insulted with being said, thanks, appreciate it.
Mead.
They had
do you know what mead is made of? I'm seeing that like, what is mead made of? I heard it's disgusting. I heard mead is nasty if it's not made right.
I think it's really like hoppy or something. Like real. I'm not 100%. Have you ever had like the root beer? They made a root beer flavored beer, pretzel beer.
Not your father's root beer.
Yeah,
that's good.
Isn't it?
That's so good. That's dangerously good. I'm like, wait a minute, because then you get that and you're like, listen, I can get vanilla ice cream and I can have an adult root beer float.
Exactly, but I never did that. But we had an actual it's at the grocery store I worked at. They did like a beer tasting thing. Those new whatever. So I was having to give out samples, and I was some myself. So everybody liked root beer. The pretzel beer wasn't bad either.
It is honey. I think Winston's right. Mead is it's like a honey drink. Is it alcoholic?
Okay. I don't know. It's honey though. Now I need mead. Somebody send me mead.
How to make mead. Let's find out.
I'm looking it up. Mixed with honey, honey mixed with
honey and water.
Ingredients such as fruits, spices, grains, or hops. I was wrong. Well, in the past, and I never had mead, so whatever. For me though, God, that sounds good. Can somebody find me some mead? I want to try it. Ooh, Elderford mead. I want to try that too. I need mead. Somebody send me mead, please.
Well, we go Amazon. Look at that. We're gonna
drink it.
Make mead like a Viking.
Cast.
$25. Let's get it.
Somebody some mead. You know, there's a lot of people out here in the West that like to make their own liquor. I got given quite a few different types of liquor. I didn't trust it, didn't drink it. I took it and said thank you though. People are always giving me weird stuff. Friend that makes kombucha. Well, I haven't seen her in a long time. Gave me one of the Scoobies or whatever the hell they're called, and that thing was so gross. Have you ever seen a Scooby? Those are nasty. Those
No.
are so. It's basically like just this. It's called the, and it's like this big fungus that looks like blob or something that you use to create the. It's pretty nasty. And kombucha is disgusting too. So
She's just shitting
Sorry.
everything everybody likes. Is like, oh yeah, I drink this kombucha like this, and it's like, no, that's what's nasty as shit.
it is nasty. I wanted to drink it. I thought it sounded like a great thing. Had a lot of good, properties. It's like you're drinking apple cider vinegar. Really rough. It's hard.
Well, that's not terrible. They use that like I'll try almost anything.
What's not
especially,
drinking apple cider vinegar isn't. Ugh.
So let me tell this little story here. There's a lady that I worked with, and I trusted all these ladies because they were like, most of them were kind of close to my mom's age, and they would always bring like random stuff or do like cleanses and stuff like that. And then one day I was talking to one of them like, "What is that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's like a liver cleanse or something like that. It's like a cleanse, but it was supposed to help your body like feel better." And she's like, "I'll make you one and bring it in." I'm like, "Cool." That was the main ingredient. It was apple cider vinegar, but if it's mixed with the right stuff, it's actually not bad. Come on, you don't know. You don't know.
I used to try to drink. My uncle drinks apple cider vinegar, and I've heard there's
just straight.
So
I wouldn't do that. But
yeah, I tried. Okay, and you have to just like slam it. That stuff burns, and it makes you want to puke for like a half an hour afterwards. There's just no drinking it fast, which is rough. I'm sorry. The first couple days, you can drink it the first couple days. You can like force yourself to drink. By the third or fourth day, your body automatically knows the smell and will revolt. You try to like swallow it. It's just no. Peroxide.
It could be worse. What the hell? Vinegar. What the hell is that? Drinking vinegar.
Probably apple cider.
Why would you drink? No, I don't. I have to look it up. See, Google drinking vinegar. Is that that's a thing? Oh, look, there's a meme for it.
Apple cider vinegar. You can actually even make it yourself. It's pretty cool. I make it.
Drinking vinegar. That's gross.
Gummies. I would try the gummies. I bet that. Is it just apple cider vinegar? I mean, 'cause that's what everybody drinks. Flavored with something else to make it better.
Maybe.
It's
I don't know. There you. I'm gonna send this, whatever this is, Carolina Reaper.
Nice. I clean with vinegar. You can clean pretty much everything with vinegar. I make my own.
Yeah. Lexi's gonna send you. You're gonna get this a care package for Lexi. She's like, I'm gonna send you some wine. I'm gonna send you some of this.
Can you throw some meat in Lex?
Package.
I've gotten care packages from Lexi before. She's a bomb.
Hey, this is
she sent me
this
stickers.
has happened before, Dark Side. When I was really hungry, I couldn't stop talking about food.
He was on here because they were all offering to let us come to their house and eat.
Yeah, he was on here. Yeah, This is what happens. And then we get left with like the last few people where it's like, let's talk about food and drinks, and then whatever else. Kombucha.
An hour later, starving.
Well, no, like there's a place I went that's it's like this free restaurant. Like they're top 9 free, so like everything's like all natural, and they have a drink there that's it's like orange, turmeric, and something else, and that shit's so good. There's some drinks that they just throw shit in. You're like, I don't know what it is, but I have to have more, and then you can't buy it because when you look up the companies, they're like, oh, we only give to restaurants. I'm like, this is bullshit. Yeah, throwing some Pepto.
Pepto's gross. I don't like it either.
Man,
My
you're a
grandma
picky
used to make
eater
me
too,
drink
aren't you?
Pepto. No, not at all.
You're a picky eater. I take it. No.
No, not at all. I'll eat anything except liver. I hate liver. Ugh, stuff's nasty.
Too irony.
It's
I don't
gross.
like
My
liver.
grandma used to do the whole onions thing. Man, that house would stink for like a week. It was. Are you leaving, Lexi?
Food is my
that why
love
we're being?
language too. No, I'm just
I
that's
yeah.
that is my love language. That's the
It's
way that
mine
man's a
too.
man's heart. You can tempt anybody with food. That's the one thing that miss about going to the office is all the ladies would make food. And I worked with one of the people I worked with. She's Indian. And she would always bring me like homemade Indian dishes. So it was like she knew how to cook. That was a nice thing. Like she knew how to cook, and that's actually how I found out a bunch of the here's the good Indian restaurants to go to because a lot of their food is vegetarian. So there's like no meat in a lot of their food. She didn't do that, obviously. She was like, hell no, I don't do that shit. That's crazy. But
I like grape juice.
you like, oh man, I don't like grapefruit juice. Bitter.
I like grapefruit juice. I love the stuff. It needs to be sour and kind of bitter.
That explains everything. I don't like wine
Does it?
because it's not bitter enough. Give me a beer. That's bitter.
I wanted my wine to be sweet. I was always looking for a sweet wine.
You have to get if you want a really sweet wine, you literally have to get like a dessert wine because they're different. Like you'd have to get a straight dessert wine because I've had a red wine that was like really bitter, and I got a dessert wine that I drank the whole bottle on my birthday by myself. Nobody came to hang out with me, so I drank a bottle of wine and was watching movies.
Oh,
it is
so
better
sad.
Not really. I watched like 3 Studio Ghibli movies, so I was happy.
Well, then fine.
I did, and it was wine from my hometown, so that was even cooler.
I used to cook when I went into the office. One bringing the food. It was like my thing.
I've never had couscous. I've had a bunch of like random Indian dishes because like a lot of our doctors are like they literally go back to India to visit, and she's like the girl at work when she went back, she brought me back food, and I thought it was the weirdest thing because there's like you get like these treats that are wrapped in like silver, and it's edible silver, like it's food grade silver, I guess, and that's just how they prepare them. It's like a dried fruit, but it was the best damn thing I've ever had.
That sounds really good. There was a candy I love. I think it was Japanese. It was like a sweet potato candy. It sounded really weird, but it was, and the wrapper like rice paper that you could just eat the paper. You didn't have to unpeel it. I didn't do that. I think that's really cool.
There's I know a candy like that. There's that Botan rice candy from Japan that you literally just put the whole thing in your mouth. It comes in a box and you don't have to unwrap anything because it's wrapped with rice paper as well.
I think that might
Darkside probably has some.
it. And I used to buy it at this place called World Market here that had them, and all the time, and then they stopped carrying it, and I get to be able to find it again.
Yeah, I bet you. Cost Plus World Market, is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. It was just called World Market.
This is the one I always buy. These are good though. They're like little candies.
It looks familiar.
Yeah,
do they have just a sweet potato kind though?
The thing that's funny is it's like Botan rice candy. Check this out. Bowtime rice cans like candy. Oh, look at all this cool stuff. It's like bag of weed. That's what that is, right? Oh no, that's cereal. That does not look like cereal. I'm sorry. Nobody convinced me that is fucking cereal.
It's just pretend. It's in disguise. I want some. Now I want.
Yeah, they're
I gotta find it now.
This is what they look like. They're really good.
That is what they look like. That's what they look like. But they were sweet potato, whatever that is.
And these came with stickers. I forgot about
good.
that. You get a sticker in your box. I have them seasonally at sea.
I don't either.
Rice paper candy. We're up to find it's rice candy, sweet potato. This is what we talked on Quid. This is the important stuff. It's food. We need a food set. I had these.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Get all this stuff. I don't know what all this is.
Well, it all looks good, whatever it is.
So yeah, the thing I want to know, from Dark Side is do you get a special price on those Kit Kats, or do you get better deals? Because those Kit Kats here, like any of the flavored Kit Kats, like your Japanese ones, because I know they have like banana, they have like raspberry, they have a green tea. Do you get pricing? Because like ours for a package is like $8 or something ridiculous for like the regular fun size bag. They're so damn expensive at any of the places I've went to here. If you get them cheaper, I'll send you money. What is this?
What is what?
I don't know. I'm gonna see what this is. Rice Pop Sweet Purple Potato.
Okay.
Oh, that looks
Those look fun. It looks fun.
Oh, you wholesale everything? Send some money his way. I need these Kit Kats. Those are the best. Literally, I have like 3 or 4 that I think that he sent me. That will be the last thing I eat because I love the flavored Kit Kats, except the coffee ones. I'm not a big coffee fan. But the green tea ones, those are the best. The raspberry ones,
delicious.
I don't know what it is. It's like because it doesn't taste like it tastes like the matcha green tea. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like a matcha green tea Kit Kat.
Delicious.
Look, a sweet potato Kit Kat. There you go.
I need that. I like sweet potatoes. Everything.
Oh yeah, anybody listening, make sure you do the checklist. You get $25.
Yeah, I did that while we were
on
the call.
It costs way less. Like I think well, I did it early. I think I spent like $5. Granted, it's primary credit. It's going to be a coupon, and I don't know when it will expire. What the hell is the Yuzu kit? Yuzu. I don't.
No idea.
I don't know.
No clue.
Hey, see, I can actually look things up because I deleted a bunch of stuff. What is this? What is it? Is this it? Oh, look at these multiple. Look how much it is. $20. Is it this? Is it cheese? They have cheesecake Kit Kats? Like, yep. That's
crazy stuff.
I'll have to PayPal him for money. Send me these flavored Kit Kats. Like, holy shit. Always stuff I find too, because my sister does these boxes from Japan, and they send her like these random foods, and she'll usually give them to me. Oh, we have these extra things, like I have these really cool Hello Kitty marshmallows that are like filled with like something. Sometimes I think you can get them filled with like a strawberry or like a chocolate or something like that, but they're like marshmallows with filling and they're super soft. Japanese citrus. Ooh. See, I'd eat that too.
Yeah, it says mine. It's a hybrid of lime, lemon, and grapefruit. That's what it says.
I would eat that. I would eat that in a Kit Kat for sure because it just has a different. It's that smoothness. That's the one thing about Kit Kats is like the flavor. It's the smoothness of like the chocolate. That's what makes it. Yeah, this is our Game of Thrones the Quiddcast, and we talked about food. See, I was trying to talk about wine, and you said you hated wine, so
Sorry, I didn't offend you.
well, there's a whole set of stickers.
That's because Tyrion just drinks wine and knows that's what he does.
Well, what else do we have? We have
like
Twitter. We spent a good amount of time, right? It's been like 40 minutes. We spent time.
Yeah,
We've done stuff.
We spent like the first hour kind of talking sets and stuff, and then we just went off on a tangent with candy and wine and.
But it all is because of the fact it comes back to Game of Thrones and wine, and mead, and sets, and friends, Game of Snacks. See,
Newest our next Quiddcast is next Kitcast. The Game of Snacks.
See, now you want these Kit Kats.
Oh, now
you know what I should do? What I should do is rename. I should rename one of them. Maybe that's what we should do. We should have a Quiddcast, and then we'll do ones that are themed of like we're going to talk about food and snacks, and then we talk about some of the sets that have food and snacks. We could do themes like that. That actually might be a fun idea because we would have a lot of content. You like dogs? We'll find a dog set. You like
we got
pugs
dogs
that are spelt. You like pugs that are spelt wrong, and instead of correcting it and admitting their mistake, now we have Pub the Pug because that's what we do around here. We turn our mistakes into realities, and we make dreams come true.
Yeah. Best set ever. Not really, but pretty cute.
I didn't buy them. I barely buy anything.
We could talk about the toilet paper set. That's one of my favorite day.
The hoard toilet paper?
Yup. Win a golden plunger.
Like, don't freeze.
It was like
freeze on me.
Such a great set.
Look, I haven't even I didn't even try. I bought a couple. I think I bought like two packs. What are all?
I bought.
This is great. I did so many files. I'm buying any.
It was all.
JRG's not here. Tell Michael we need a 1-of-1 in the cinema. We just need to throw it in there last minute, change up the medium. That's what we do here. We change the medium not once, not twice, but over 10 times.
The more changes, the better. That's how we roll.
These aren't AI. Did somebody design these scenarios? Or these? They look like they could be designed. Did somebody make
AI.
these? Do you know?
They're AI.
They're AI.
Our
designers.
We have
designers though.
No, our designers are extremely overwhelmed. They have a lot of work, so they've got little time.
What are they designing? I don't see. This is somebody else's content.
It's all the
posters are. Sorry.
Well, I mean, like all of the stuff, like the set ads on that shop page, and like you're seeing right now, designers have to do, and they're working on.
I don't care if they're animating. I don't care what they look like. I want content. I don't give a shit if this is like animated and shines and like these are cool. Like, these are really cool. I like how like it has that crackling that shows me like that's an old movie. Like I like that effect. That'd be a cool effect for these posters, by the way.
Well, I mean, Michael makes the set ad, so And I think they're working on like Crystal 2 right now. Plus, all the sets coming out are just designers are designing.
This is the one. This is the one other set.
Which one?
Lawrence of Arabia. This one.
Well, that's kind of goofy. I had nothing to do with it.
Well, it's different. It has a white border. That's fine, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It makes it totally different. Man, I just tried to buy one of these Florida Can't pull the first two and just ran out of money. Rude.
I like how I put that. I like how I searched it, and it's like trying to force me to buy cats. Black and white one. Hey, look, somebody deleted their account. There it is. But
it looks kind of like exactly the same.
No, it is. It just the other one has a white border.
Oh,
wait, are these stickers? If these are
they're all stickers.
Stickers, and the other ones are clicks, that would actually make more sense.
Getting that again.
Backing out. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Don't do that. Every time you do, you just like go away. Can't click into anything. It's really weird that it works that way, but whatever.
60 cents. Yeah. I was like, what? And it's top sell. I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know if you've been on the website lately. Did you know the news feed is over here now? You can click in here, you can comment, see what's going on.
Oh, no.
I think that is.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
And look at that. It says 2 years ago. But you know what that tells me?
What?
It tells me something.
I don't know. What does it tell you?
It says 7 hours ago when they probably used an old template. I bet you they used an old template.
Oh, yeah, for the post?
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
The post, they probably were like, oh, we'll just use this. It's already created. Yeah. Yeah. But look, it's like a bunch of news feeds. Look at that. Oh, the news feeds.
Yeah, I'm looking in the app right now.
What?
Same thing.
It is the same thing. It's just cool that it's on the web. your messages, you could see your chats on web. I'm not going to click on those because I don't know if I have any messages in there of people asking for help or other stuff. I was like, oh, I have to report this person. And look, there's this. Who's commenting on this? I bet you they're all here. All these people showed up. I made a joke. I listen to podcasts and nothing. Oh.
Yep. All right. Well, we can prop up this up because I am going to go to bed. That's what I'm going to do.
And it's not even 8 o'clock yet for me. So, yeah, I still have a few hours I'll be up. I have games to play, movies
9.
to watch.
Yeah,
well, that's right. You're
I'll
only
be
an
up
hour
again.
ahead, huh?
Yeah, but I've been getting up every morning at so by this time I'm good.
Awesome. Yeah, we can end it here. We'll start doing themed ones. I do like that idea. Or we could
especially since we can go through and we can go through and find sets that coincide, whatever the word is, whatever theme. It'd be cool. We should do it. Let's do it. We're doing it. I like it.
We're doing it. It's a done deal. Join us next week for a theme. A theme of something which fit said theme.
Yeah. To be determined. TBD. Yeah, it'll come. Figure out. Yep.
Maybe we'll change the name. Maybe it will be Snackcast with Dark Side.
You never know.
Snackcast.
Never know. Snackcast side.
Snackcast with Dark Side. He knows probably more about snacks than I do. We could do a New York minute with Winston. Winston, I think you're in New York. I assume you are. I have no idea. I could be wrong.
We're
Hearing
just gonna
you,
decide
I hear the accent. So
where to live. We
we're just
decided
gonna-
you
yeah,
live
this is
here,
where we
so
live.
so you're gonna come on and chase. So you may not live, but it'll work. A Rick and Morty
I do
show
like
would be
being-
cool.
We were supposed to kind of do, but
Yeah.
kind of didn't, but did.
Kind of, but exactly. Yeah,
This
themes.
guy's told
We'll do
Game of
themes.
Thrones that we kind of talked about Game of Thrones. Hey, you had somebody who knows about it and somebody who doesn't know shit about it. So it turned out to be a good show because she told us all about it and I learned some things.
Yeah, and you can now drink wine and know things. All Quiddcast.
Exactly. And we're gonna try mead. See, I was
Mead.
right.
Yes, we
I
all
was
need
right.
mead.
It is New York.
We should
I think it would
have a
actually
mead
be.
theme. Liquor theme.
We should try stuff on stream. That's what we're doing. We're gonna try food on stream. You send me food and I'll try it.
Just send me mead. No, thank
Send
you.
Send her beer or something. But no, like, yeah, that'd be fun. Send me food. I'll try it and I'll tell you. I'll react. We'll do, now Quiddcast is now reaction videos. We're gonna react to
Reaction channel.
Reaction
Good.
channel.
That-
And then we'll have a theme.
Yeah.
We'll have a theme of what's Michael gonna say this week.
That's what we should do. It's like you drink when he says certain things. If we get a big list
we listen
together.
we listen to one of his interviews and then we drink every time he says 100 years NFTs. Like, we have to have a bingo. We can do a bingo, and each time you get something, you have to take a shot. Or
Exactly. He does.
I
He
try.
very much does. He does. He does a fine job of it. See?
I just
Sure
want
did. We're-
content. I'm trying to think of other content. Like, what else can we do?
Like,
Mouthful of
for-
Clams Day.
It's great. We should get right on that one.
Isn't come on, you not come on, I can't make SpongeBob jokes. You don't get the SpongeBob references? Shame.
No.
I'm gonna shame bell you. I'm gonna go find my shame bell and I'm gonna tag you in the Game of Thrones thing and I'm gonna try to get everybody to shame bell.
You would.
Yeah, anytime he says crypto or
that's
NFTs. Buzzword bingo.
I usually get the SpongeBob references. I just remember that one. I don't know. I don't know. I used to watch SpongeBob all the time.
That's the episode where he says to Squidward comes up with a talent show because he's like, Mouthful of Clams Day. Everybody comes up with Mouthful of Clams, gets a free something. I forget what it is, but yeah.
I guess I better brush up on my Bob then.
Yeah, you do. I
right.
mean, I've been making those jokes through my whole career. My first job where I was making SpongeBob jokes because most people, I don't know, it's crazy. Everybody gets them. We had a person who actually got drunk at work. His name was Larry, so we called him Larry the Lobster. Lunchbox Larry. He was Larry the Lobster. 100 years, Rick and Morty. 100 years Quid. That, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Sounds good to me.
Whenever we own it. When the community owns Quid, then it's 100 years.
I could
What
get behind that.
was it? By the community, for the community. I think that's something Michael had said, which reminds me. Articles. We have some people, ex-ambassadors. We have the Quid Council members. I know you're in here. Some of you are in here, not all of you. You want to write an article? Write an article. We don't know what it's about. You want to tell us about food?
No.
Tell us about food. Darkside wants to tell us about an upcoming con. Boom, there. You need something sent to you? We'll try to make it happen. You need a banner? Shit, I'll draw one on a piece of paper and send it to you. You can hang that.
I'm working on that for a laptop.
Oh, I wasn't
Maybe we
saying
should-
anything bad.
I know. We could do game reviews. Like if Hovey ever wanted God of War, he could do a game review. We'd put that up. We'll put whatever. Just write something if you want.
You want to
You
rep
don't
your
have to.
city? Rep your city on Quid. It doesn't matter. Write that shit. We'll post it. Don't care.
You want to go on a rant? We'll post a rant on Quid. It's all.
Yeah,
we like
You want to tell us
controversy.
everything that you don't like about Quid? Cool. We'll post it up there, but we're gonna hide it so nobody else can see it. But it's posted. Just you gotta trust us. It's there.
We'll put you on a segment
so you comment.
But they can see it. We'll let them see it. They'll be the only ones that can see it, but they'll see it. No, it's there.
That's I actually forgot that was a thing. That the news posts can be controlled. They could be segment based because of how we used to do the proto drops. I forgot about that. See, this is what it is. That is true. I wish we we'll have to remind Michael of that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I know you're going to get off on a whole tangent about making content by whatever. Hey, if you do news posts, maybe do some news posts and maybe you're now a content creator or something. I don't know how it works.
Well, instead of Quiddcast, we could just start calling it Tangent Cast because I'm pretty sure we'll go off on tangents, or at least both of us do.
Yeah, and then you know what? Next time,
nonstop.
Fuck the chat. We'll invite everybody in. We'll all just be talking. It will just be like in the Discord chats, and we're just talking for no reason. We're about dumb shit, and then all of a sudden it's 3 a.m. and you don't know what the hell you did with your night.
I think that sounds like a great time. A really great time. Let's do that.
We have to get Tim in here though. Tim has to be in here, and he has to be in here drinking his beer, relaxing, having a good time. As long as his wife and he has a daughter, right?
Yes.
Doesn't Tim have a daughter? Yeah. As long as
he does.
As long as they're okay. Yeah. But yeah, he can tell his story. Doesn't have to be Quid related.
So we're having like a drinking Quid. Everybody has to get drunk while they're on Quiddcast.
Give us your ideas. Tweet us. Like, comment, share. I don't know. Comment what
subscribe.
We should do it about. Like, tell us how we can get more views. That's what we need to do. How can we get more views on Quiddcast? What do we have to do? Do we have to do reactions? Do we have to lie? Do we have to do fake hype? Do we have to speculate? Speculate on everything. We're gonna make a Quiddcast set.
What is that? What is that called? That I can't remember ever anything. But when you title to make it like totally like stupid and not true.
Clickbait.
What is that called?
We're gonna do clickbait. Quiddcast win $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to do. But they have to answer a question that changes every 5 seconds to win.
50 times. We'll change it 50 times.
Exactly.
Maybe you'll know. Maybe you won't know what the answer is. Maybe you'll get it right. Random shit down. Doesn't matter. Remember when JRG would do that?
Yeah.
We would do trivia, and his answer for every damn question would be a Star Wars reference. It'd be Star Wars. It'd be a Star Wars character. And then the one time we actually had Star Wars, like a Star Wars, and he was nowhere around. For shame.
Of course.
Mr. JRG.
Shame bell him then. You should shame bell JR. See? Everybody give him the shame bell.
Yep. I'm going to go tag him in the Discord for this and shame bell him and be like, you need to listen to the whole thing. All 2 hours of the Quiddcast that totally went off the fucking rails. We weren't talking about anything. We barely talked about Game of Thrones. We barely talked about alcohol. We talked about food. Maybe he'll listen if we talked about alcohol.
He likes alcohol, doesn't he? He's a fan, I think, from what I know. Of brunches on Sundays. Lots of alcohol and pretty
fancy cheap
drinks.
I don't know.
That's
he likes pretty drinks.
Kind of sounds about right for JR. Yeah, exactly. I said pretty drinks. He likes pretty drinks. Yeah. You should talk to him about wine.
The ones that come with the flour in them.
Nah. Yeah, and umbrella.
He'll go on a whole tangent, and then he'll lose me. He'll lose me somewhere, and I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I don't go to the bars and drink wine. I drink all my alcohol safely in my own home, so I don't put anybody at risk. It's a smart way to do it.
Same.
Plus, it's cheaper that way. That's way cheaper that way.
It very much so.
Well, with that being said, I say we can call it I'm gonna go get me a cup. I have Dr. Pepper. I have Crown Royal. I'm gonna mix that up. I'm gonna have a drink, and I'm gonna go to watch a movie, maybe,
Okay.
or game. I don't know.
Or something. No,
Or
has a
something.
complete surprise or something.
Yeah,
Or something
and
like
I'll
that.
change my mind 10 times.
Or more.
Or more. Who knows?
Because it's the theme of the night.
Wait,
Everybody
where
has to
anything's
change
possible.
their
We'll
mind.
change all of it. Well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna
Exactly.
change your items.
You never know what's going to happen, Quid. That's the fun and annoying
It's like a soap opera.
things of it.
You know what? This is what it is. This is my last thing. And then we can go. When Michael said he wanted to bring back that good feeling of Quid, that's what it is. He wants to make this a soap opera, a drama, because that's what I remember from when I started in 2017 to 2019, is you never knew what the hell was going on. You might get an award. Maybe it's going to come out tomorrow. Hey, it's not exactly what you expected. Hey, the art changed. Hey, the rules changed. Hey, that person cheated. Hey, that person has an alt. But you know what? That's fine. That kept Quid going. That kept the drama there. And we had all these rumors and everything spread. And there were rumors about everybody. There were rumors about me. There were about Spider. You know, that's the fun stuff. We're going to bring that back.
Exactly. The good old days.
The good old days. All right.
And we
I'm
can be
outta here.
doxxed. Don't forget, we have to have the doxing
Oh,
too.
yeah. You have to dox
For the
us.
good old
You have
days to
send
be
me-
true.
You have to send me a malicious link that I'm going to trust, but because it's coming from you, and I'm going to click it, and then you're going to dox me because that's what you do, because you're an asshole.
Good.
Anybody, if you're out there and you're listening, and that was you who did that, fuck you. You're an asshole.
Oh, God.
You
That was
thought you doxed somebody? I know who you are, and I know where you live.
Yes, people won the vodka. Yes, they did. I had like all the names and all the addresses because it was the same people, except for 2. I emailed and I'm waiting to return. If they don't, I'm just gonna say to help. Oh, yeah. So the
It goes to Spider.
mediums from now on.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna put my address there, and hopefully Hayden won't notice. But so, on the mediums forward, we're only going to be shipping to the U.S. Unfortunately, because it's crazy, and you're only going to be eligible if you've address into the website on your profile, so that I can pull your address from right there and get everything done quickly instead of all to track people down and get their addresses, etc., etc. Thought I'd tell you that. That was all.
That's a good point. Put your addresses in there so we can send you stuff. And who knows? Maybe like we'll send something cool without you knowing, just because we like you. And if you don't get something, that means we don't like you. I'm just
That's it.
kidding.
100%. And randomly start sending people what we feel like mead or wine or whatever. Collect from EHM's basement.
I like how everybody's just like, it's coming from your basement when it's totally not in my basement. It's in. Oh shit! Yeah, what about Canada? Canada too?
Yeah, but because Canada's apparently, and then plus I've had issues now with laptop and with where they've been charged in addition to what we've, and we have to now reimburse them. So I mean, it's costing like, I'm trying to remember, it was like 60 something to ship something. It's getting.
I also didn't know. I didn't know laptop was in here. So one of the things that I'm actually curious about when it comes to that is it because of how they're doing the declaration for customs. If you declare it as not having any value and it being a gift, there's typically ways around it. But if you're saying like it's something and it has a value over a certain amount, they'll charge you.
Yeah, see, whoever it was
where are
going
these people
through.
Coming from? Have they been here the whole time? Like, sorry, I'm like, where the? I don't know.
You're
Appreciate
speechless.
You guys listening to us for 2 hours. I'm speechless because I was like, some freelancers in here. I didn't know they were in here. Maybe they talked before. It's usually like the same few people, and then people catch it after the fact. I never know who's sitting in here.
They use their own special shipper, though, is what I was trying to say about the posters and stuff. Hayden has somebody, and it was costing a fortune. So I don't know what's going on there, but don't ask me. Well, I mean, ask me, but I don't know anything.
Well, what I'll do, since it's Hayden, I'm gonna ask him just on a off the cuff type of thing, because I think it has to do with, because I've had to ship overseas before, and it's all about how you ship it, like if it's insured and all that. Because then when it hits customs, if they see it's something and it has a monetary value, they could charge you for it.
That's just rude.
That's true. If it's come from a business, it wouldn't work. Well, time to ship everything from his personal address. Nope, he has to send from his home address.
They can just ship it all to me.
Put my address on there,
and then I'll ship it out to people. Maybe sometimes.
If you see Quiddcast and my screen's on and all your posters that you're missing are behind me, I don't know where the fuck they came from. They've always been there. And I just turned my screen on. There's like 20 posters stacked behind me, just like on the wall, stacked on top of each other. Be like, I don't know.
What posters? There's no posters there. What you're talking about? Yeah, we could do gift cards. Yeah, you did. Way to go.
Yeah, that sucks. That bums me out. Honestly, that just bums me out. You know.
What bums you out?
What happened? You know, it's actually really funny. You're missing 3 in a t-shirt. I'm pretty sure I have 3 posters in a t-shirt. I do. I think I won 3. I don't know. I know I won at least 2. We do though. Maybe
I tried
what we'll do future giveaways is do like an Amazon gift card. Because Amazon's good everywhere.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. We can do the theme stuff. Well, no. Here, I have a really good idea. and maybe then we can go, because
maybe
I don't want
we'll see.
Maybe. So what we can do is Kid Cutter, actually, I have to give him a shout out for the idea, because he told me to do this when I was going to do selling. Is if it's themed, you basically can do, like, if we're going to do these weeks, we could still do the weeks of saying it's 2 to say, like, you know, first prize, like your easy prize is $25, or it's up to a $25 item, and then the medium is a surprise, it is a up to $50 item, and then your harder is an up to $100 item. Once they say, oh, like this is the person who won, you then go to wherever they live, their Amazon, and buy an item and ship it to them, because then you avoid all that hassle. It's like a workaround.
That makes sense. I can suggest that.
Yeah,
I like it.
We could find a way to make it maybe work. If not, I'll do the giveaways my damn self. That's
all by your damn self. All right.
All by my damn self. I don't need money. I have money. See, I have money in my account.
Good for you.
After I run out of money, I can't do them anymore, though.
Michael's card. You could use it.
What are all these? I don't know. Amazon? It was for his wife.
No idea. It was work related. It was an expense.
Goodbye Kitty. It seems people are slowly getting them. Just to update on that, because I've seen that comment.
Yeah.
Some people are just recently. I think he's coming. Hayden's out of Vegas. Is he out of Vegas?
I have a spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet with like 100 tabs. Like,
he does.
These addresses. It's ridiculous.
I've seen it.
Yeah, he can verify. I sent it to him.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and it breaks down. And the thing with the issue was, which is why these new rules exist, and we should probably post about this, and it might actually be good to do a news article. I can help you type it up. Is the reason they're so delayed is the best thing to do for any of the people that we have, especially like Hayden, because a lot of this is coming from pop culture, is you want to send a complete list, because if not, somebody's stuff is going to get lost. We all know that. If you have 20 winners and 5 haven't responded with an address, and they want a complete list so they could do like a huge shipping all at once. It's difficult, and that's why a lot of them were delayed at first, and that's why we have this new thing to where if your address isn't in the system, tough. Like you're gonna have to put it in there.
Exactly. Well, at first we didn't have the option to have them in the system. That's kind of a newer update, but yeah, I mean, I didn't want to send them something and then have some responding like a week later or a couple days later because I wasn't going to keep sending weird add-ons. So I was trying all of them, or at least as many as humanly possible, but sent them to them. So, and we had a lot. There's a lot, a lot.
Like a lot.
Lots and lots and lots. I couldn't even guess. I'd have to go count, and I'm not going to do that because it'd hurt my head. But a lot.
I'll make you I'll change that spreadsheet for you. But yeah, they are being tracked. I know there's the couple that I know are outstanding, like Moondust, but a lot of that one, and this is where it's difficult. Like I like the prizes, but I know one of the difficulties is each person's different. Like it's not coming from Quidd, it's coming from the actual brand. So Pop Culture had the biggest amount because to me they were the most giving with stuff. Like they had posters and all this stuff. They like Pop Culture's behind getting us Todd Goldman. So that all came from essentially one person, and then they have to coordinate with like if they got the posters from Todd Goldman, they have to coordinate to get them from Todd Goldman. So then they go to Pop Culture. So Hayden cannot handle all those and then mail them out. And then Moondust is separate from that because I know I do know that those are still outstanding. But that again, it's difficult because of the shit. Identity was on it. I didn't even say anything. I didn't even expect it. I got that anything. Best pack thing I've ever seen.
Well,
spelled my name wrong.
He's
though.
on
Shame
it.
on you.
He's on it. So I didn't, but he emailed us like the day after it ended and asked for the list, and I had already gotten it all collected. So I sent it to him right then, and I think he emailed all the winners.
Yep, I got my email. I selected my item.
I think the Moondust might be a little bit of an issue. I kind of heard a little bit about that when I asked yesterday. The artist, he's got some issues happening like Riz, so that's probably what happened there. I'm not going to go into detail. Kind of hurt a little bit, and he's got some stuff to deal with.
He autographed.
But I'll get an update.
Florida Cat, I think, is also that's Hayden as well, isn't it? Hayden brought his whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
I like that guy. We should have him back sometime. We should have Hayden
back. He's a great guy.
I like him.
He's a nice guy.
John Doe's.
Maybe we'll get some vodka.
I'll tell him hey,
yeah.
I was able to get him to send you wine. Maybe I can get him to send you vodka.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to send you both, but
I did too. If he sends me vodka, I'll send you, and then we'll both have vodka.
Yeah. Yeah. Send me the wine. I'll try the wine on stream. If I get a bottle of wine, if I can get a bottle from him, I'll have him back on, and then I'll taste it on stream so I can say if it's good or not. If it's shitty, I'm going to tell him like this wine sucks, but you can't rate it because you'll drink it and you'll be like, this is terrible wine. I hate wine. You should have made a beer. I want no damn wine.
I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't try it. I don't know. We'll see.
No, because you'd say some bad things about one of our partners. Why would you ever manage this? Why do I want to taste like a fucking
myself? Tree? As long as it doesn't have notes of bark in it, we're fine.
Man, you
Who
would
wants
hate
to
my
drink
tea.
a tea?
I have a pine.
What?
Me, I have a tea that literally tastes like a campfire. Like it tastes like a campfire, like a pine campfire. That's what it tastes like. It is delicious.
I don't know. It sounds fun. I'd rather I like a fire. I don't know about taste campfire. I don't want to go on some like charred branches that are fire. That's just weird.
No, it's that classic. When you think of a campfire, like if you were to get a campfire candle and smell it, that's what it tastes like. It just tastes like a classic campfire. It's not like oh, there's these random fucking twigs and this brush that we did to build a fire, and it smells terrible. And no, it's pine. So it's really good.
I love the smell of campfire. I have campfire candles. I love the smell. I don't know about drinking it
Then
though.
you just need the tea to go along with it, and you'd be like, wow, this is crazy. And then get a book, read a book. That's your campfire thing. There you go.
All right.
We're gonna gather around the campfire.
My big bin of all this stuff, all the bin of stuff. Just throw in a couple of campfire teas so I can try them.
Oh, I can't find it anymore. I literally have one bag that I'm very careful on how much I drink. So I'm like, when I run out, what do I replace it?
Well, that's sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe you can find some on eBay. Do you just look for campfire tea? Campfire tea?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. And then we'll go. See, look, said we would go. It's been 15 minutes. It's pine roasted black. That's not it. These are just black tea. I don't want black. I need pine roasted, which is it's either 0.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. I'm not shit out of luck. Pine roasted tea. Pine needles. People drink pine needles.
Just drink some pine needles. It's supposed to be really. I've heard of this. It's really good for you. I can't remember what it's good for though. Sickness, maybe like bronchial. I can't remember. I'm a book of like, what's that called? Herbal remedies, like for the earth and stuff. Remember whatever.
Can I find it? It's in like a too. I'll drink this. Smoked pine. Yep. I mean, I might be able to find something. Most likely it'd be terrible. But I won't be able to find that. It's in like a fancy bag and everything. It feels campish.
Fancy. Fancy. I gotta go to losing my mind right now. I can't even talk anymore.
Yep. I'm gonna probably this tea. Look at this fancy tea.
It's smoked pine.
Smoky smooth flavors. Yeah.
Pine needles.
Well, it's like it's not pine
it's burnt
needles.
It's
tea that they use. No, it's tea they say smoke with pine. Jeez.
It's burnt pine. Like the root. They just burn the root and you're like, fancy tea.
I mean, this shit's expensive though. Oh, you get 4 ounces.
You know what? I've got a pine tree. I will go out, dig out some roots, and I will burn them. Yeah. Okay.
That is not the same. That's not what tea is.
Yeah.
That's like me being like, oh, you want coffee? I'm gonna go to the store and get some of those dry beans, and I'll send them to you, and you can make your own coffee. It's not the same. That's not how it works. You just take beans.
Grind up the beans. You can grind them and make the coffee. So you just grind a little, pine root, pine root, grind it up and make a tea.
Because you want pinto bean tea. That's what you're looking for. What the hell is this?
Well, you'd have to have
something
that was like made out. You can have dandelion root tea.
Yeah, I know that. And
you can make coffee.
Tea. If you've never had, I have
weird.
This it's weird. It's where the hell is it from? I forget which country. It's from another country, but it's really popular. And I bought this. It's literally, it has rose petals in with the tea, and it's very floral tasting. Like it tastes like you're drinking a rose. I don't drink it all the time because drinking flowers is weird.
I had Turkish delight were like that tasted like you were eating rose. It was really weird. But the Turkish delights have that flavor mixed in there. And it was like, why did like a bar of rose flavored soap? It was very strange. But it tasted good. Weird.
Spyder eats soap.
I think everybody.
And all that and more on the next episode.
That's your clickbait title.
Clickbait
EHM
title.
drinks pine roots.
While Spyder eats soap.
There you go. That's our next. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week while we do some wild shit on stream. But you won't be able to see it. You just have to take your word for it. Because trust us, we won't change anything. We promise. It's not like we ever have before. That's not the Quid way, right?
Nope. We are true to the very first thing.
We never lie. What are you talking about? Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
We're done. I think we're done. We're done. We're done. We're
off
delirious.
on tangents. Exactly.
People are gonna think we're fucking drug fueled, coked up or something. There's gonna be all these rumors, and then we're gonna see somebody else make a video with clickbait. It's like EHM and Spyder, are they on cocaine? Find out.
Are they drunk? Yeah, that's it. We're just a bunch
I
of
literally
drunks.
just been drinking water all day. I'm drunk on water, groundwater. I'm drunk on.
I had a
groundwater that tastes like
coffee. I had coffee. Yeah, next week for wine tasting, we'll drink some flavored wine on the next Quiddcast.
Whatever. All right, yeah. Until next week, we'll see you guys all later.